I welcome you to this session of ISO 9001 2015, and today we are going to talk about clause number 9.1.3, analysis and evaluation. So, as usual, first of all, I'll read out the requirement as given in this standard. Clause number 9.1.3, analysis and evaluation. The organization shall analyze and evaluate appropriate data and information arising from monitoring and measurement. The results of analysis shall be used to evaluate. There are several points in this. A. Conformity of products and services. B. The degree of customer satisfaction. C. The performance and effectiveness of the quality management system. D. If planning has been implemented effectively. And E. The effectiveness of actions taken to address risks and opportunities. And F. The performance of external providers. And G. The need for improvement to the quality management system. And there is a note, the methods to analyze data can include statistical techniques. So this is all as given in this requirement, and now let us discuss it in more detail. See, this particular para briefly gives us the important aspects which we are supposed to monitor. And from A to G, all these points, they must be covered by the analysis and evaluation. So we have got to address all these issues. So this clause is important from the angle that it will help us in planning out what we are supposed to measure and monitor, what we are supposed to analyze, and what are the things that we want to look at. So this particular clause is important from that angle. The organization shall analyze and evaluate appropriate data. That means already the data has been collected by the organization, and then we have to analyze and evaluate the appropriate data which has been collected and the information arising from monitoring and measurement. Whatever monitoring and measurement was done, the data captured under that monitoring and measurement is supposed to be analyzed, and we are supposed to arrive at certain results regarding the effectiveness of the quality management system. The results of analysis shall be used to evaluate the following aspects. A. Conformity of products and services. See, this is the very first aspect. The organization has got to meet the requirements of the products and services fully and completely. And if they are meeting, then the product and services will be said to be conforming to the requirement. So conformity of products and services means that we are fully meeting the requirements for the products and services. So some kind of analysis has to be done as to what percentage of rejections are there, how many reworkings are carried out. So that will give an impression about how far we are able to meet the conformity of the products and services in the very first go. Okay, second is the degree of customer satisfaction. Now, once the product or the service is rendered to the customer and the customer will be using that product or service, then what is the customer satisfaction level? So we have to take the feedback, analyze that feedback, and come to customer satisfaction level. So this is very important parameter for finding out the effectiveness of the quality management system. So the level of customer satisfaction or the degree of customer satisfaction, that has got to be evaluated based on the feedback that we are obtaining and analyzing, and also taking corrective action so that our customer feedback will will rather improve in future. So the degree of customer satisfaction is very important from that angle. Okay, then C is the performance and effectiveness of the quality management system. How effectively our quality management system is behaving. How far we are able to use it to ensure that all customer and regulatory requirements are fully met and our products and services are conforming to the requirement. So all this will ultimately reflect on the effectiveness of the quality management system. So if we find that our quality management system is effective, then we should feel happy about it. If not, then we have to find out ways and means by perhaps by carrying out more audits and by improving our operations and our processes. So whatever needs to be done will have to be analyzed and put into practice so that whatever is required to be done is carried out, is done by the organization, and we start meeting the requirements of the customer fully and completely. So the performance and effectiveness of the quality management system will have to be judged and actions will have to be taken based on whatever is the status. Now D is if planning has been implemented effectively. See, we normally plan our actions, what actions we have to take, and how far our planning has been effective. That means the planning was correctly carried out, and the feedback that we are getting is that our system becomes more effective because of a better planning. So the planning has been implemented effectively. If planning is implemented effectively, then our things will be in our favor. Customer satisfaction level will be better, the product conformity will be better, and our system will be more effective. So all this will happen if the effectiveness of the quality management system is improved. Now D is if the planning has been implemented effectively. Now we come to E, the effectiveness of actions taken to address the risks and opportunities. Because risks and opportunities are also very important from the organization's point of view. And we are supposed to evaluate the effectiveness of the actions taken by us to address the risks and opportunities involved in our operations. So this in any case has got to be, we have to implement this aspect very effectively so that we are able to address the risks and also address the opportunities and make use of that in improving the effectiveness of our system. Now next is performance of external providers. How far the external providers are able to meet our requirement, whatever we are ordering, are we getting accordingly, or our service providers or product providers are not able to meet our requirement. So we have to carry out the monitoring, the rather purchasers or service providers monitoring on various aspects. How is the response? How is the quality? How is the delivery? And how is ultimately the product performance or the service performance which they are providing to us? So, accordingly, the effectiveness of actions taken to to see the performance of the external providers, this will have to be monitored and necessary actions will have to be taken accordingly. G is the need for improvement to the quality management system. By analyzing various data and various aspects of the performance of the quality management system, we come to certain points that if we take action on those points, that then our quality management system will further improve. So wherever we find out the gaps, those gaps have got to be fulfilled. Those gaps have got to be filled up so that our system becomes more effective. So the need for improvement to the quality management system, this we have to identify and ensure that we improve the system accordingly. So that is the last point in this analysis and evaluation. And if we take action against all the points, then we will be able to monitor the effectiveness fully and completely. And that is going to improve our business. That is going to take us to a path of growth. And that is what every organization wants. And the methods to analyze data that can, there can be several ways of analyzing, and statistical techniques is one of the ways which can be used by the organization to analyze the data. And the simplest way is by way of making the charts, various kinds of charts, like you know bar charts or pie charts or any kind of data analysis which we can carry out and see how the data is behaving, how the data is performing. So we can see the trend of the data by using the various statistical techniques available to the organization and arrive at certain results where we need to take action, and those actions must be taken to improve the effectiveness of the quality management system. So that is all in this analysis and evaluation. I hope you have understood the requirement. If there is any particular aspect which is not clear to you, please put your doubt below this, put your question below this video, and I will explain to you. So thank you very much for watching my videos, and please do subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that as and when I load the videos, the information regarding loading of the video will reach you without any delay, and you will be able to watch my videos as soon as I load them on YouTube. Okay, and if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and also share my videos with your friends and colleagues. I'll feel very happy if you do so. Thank you very much, and bye. See you.